What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room. And this is where we at now. So you clearly see the title of the broadcast, and yes, this is real out here, fellas. Listen, look, man. So apparently, this guy right here invited some ladies over. Well, not some ladies. I think he invited one chick over, and was trying to chill out with her. I guess what I'm saying, he liked her, things like that, and he was invited her over for Christmas. And apparently, it turned out to be a setup. So we're gonna go here now. We're gonna check some things out. Let's go here now. Quarters, nickels, and dimes.
They were running around, running back and forth in my front yard, trying to figure out how they could penetrate or try to make the arrangements to get inside my house.
Arthur Jones describes the moment as terrifying when several guys tried to break into his home.
I had invited a lady friend to come to my residence and spend some time with me, and we would listen to music, watching videos.
So this is where it's at right here. Obviously he invited, some chick over. And my thing of this is yes, I think he didn't, of course he didn't do proper vetting, stuff like that. He couldn't have known this lady for a long period of time. This chick, whatever, and things like that. So he invited this girl over for, chilling out, things like that. And this is the issue here. In the 21st, when you don't know people like that, it's not safe to invite these people over to your home and let them know where you reside, basically giving them your address, which is technically part of your information. Definitely as a man, you crazy out here in the 21st century to invite any chick over to your house that you haven't known for a serious period of time. And I get it. Sometimes, the lust factor kicks in. He probably was enamored by this little chick and stuff like that. I mean, we clearly see, we see the two chicks here and things like that, which, I don't know which one he actually invited over, but we could see, what the business is here. He trying to have a good time. It's Christmas. He trying to turn up. But it is what it is, though. So let's keep going here because this is wild out here, man. We're going to check some things out. Let's go here now.
He decided to have a few drinks with a lady friend, a female that he invited over to his house Christmas Day, and it ended up bad. When I tell you, I just saw a report that one of my followers sent to me where this man invited a lady to his house for drinks. Also, she invited a friend just for drinks on Christmas Eve. And let me tell y'all what happened. These two women set this man up for his house to be robbed. That's right. They came into the house, had drinks, kept going in and out the house and all this stuff. They set that man up to be robbed. I'm thinking after they left, they three compadres, these men came back to the house and tried to open the door up and all this stuff. And you could hear the man on the inside saying, let me go get my pum pum or whatever. Because these two women came to this man's house that he invited over for drinks on Christmas Eve, but they had bigger plans. Y'all men, be careful of who you invite to your house. Who would have thought these two women coming to this man's house for drinks would try to set him up with three other men to be robbed? That's right. The two women are in custody, but now they're looking for those three men who clearly, I looked at the video, they tried their hardest to get in that man's house and break down the door. They did a lot of damage to the door, but by the grace of God, they could not get in. Men, y'all be careful who y'all let into y'all homes and invite to y'all homes. It used to be a time women had to be careful with who they invited to their home, but these the last days we living in. Can't nobody convince me no different, because when women come to your house, then you can't trust women as a man to come to your house because they will set you up to be robbed. Prayers going up for that man because he was terrified. You know what I'm saying? All he was trying to do was have a few drinks Christmas Eve and entertain a pretty lady. And then the end result, these jokers set that man up to be robbed. You hear me? Home invasion. But they got them two women, but them three men on the run. I think somebody's gonna start talking after a while.
So, and this is the case here. But at the same time, though, too, I have to talk to you guys out there. Listen, look, man, like I said previously, you don't invite anybody to your home that you don't know for an extended period of time and you haven't engaged with, you haven't seen how they move, stuff like that. Y'all not applicable on information and things like that. I'm thinking that this guy probably met this chick because, you know what I'm saying, he invited one chick and she decided to invite her friend, which was already a red flag. And at the same time, though, too, come to find out, it was a whole conglomerate of idiots that was just out here robbing people. And I'm gonna tell y'all guys something out here that y'all, a lot of you men don't know, because if you haven't really just dealt with women on the dark side, you won't know this. And I'm a man that has dealt with women on the dark side. And I spoke upon this in previous broadcasts about my past life, stuff like that, when I dealt with women of the nightlife and, how we was, getting money together, all types of stuff. I've seen things with women and I know how deep they can go with the fucking treachery and set men up and all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, I've never been engaged in actually doing no dirty shit like that, even when I was dealing with certain chicks. But the thing of this is, I know that I've seen certain chicks that are capable of doing things like this. And this is reality here, fellas. You need to understand that when you out here dealing with certain type of women that have no soul, no structure, things like that are super whelmingly selfish, these chicks are dealing with certain type of men that they can work with it like that. These chicks out here will set you up. They will set you up badly because she ain't giving no care, because at the end of the day, her loyalty is to the dudes that she's setting you up for. That's where her loyalty lies. She with them cats. That's probably a baby daddy, or some dudes she been dealing with from her neighborhood, stuff like that for the long. She know these cats like intimately, and also, just growing up with them. She know these dudes, and these dudes are kick dudes, robbery cats, stuff like that, thugged out, things like that. But the sad part about it is, once she get past 35 years old, then she gonna be looking for a dude that can actually provide, and she gonna be like, oh my goodness, I was young and stupid. I was dealing with this thug, and now he's in prison, and I got 3 babies by him, and this and this. Stop it. And I set plenty of men up for him, and he robbed these men. And man, come on, bro. We ain't stupid out here. I'm trying to educate you cats out here for real though, because y'all don't know what the fuck y'all doing, bro. I'm telling you, man, these chicks out here will do treacherous shit like this. So we're going to keep going, and we're going to hear the news report about this situation, because of course it made the news. This is wild out here. You men need to start understanding that y'all need to start getting to know these chicks out here. Bruh, y'all need to start getting to know these women out here before y'all start inviting them to your personal residence, giving them your information of where you actually live. This is ridiculous. Let's keep going here, people.
An Oklahoma man says he avoided a home invasion early Christmas morning after inviting a woman over. Police say they're now looking for 4 suspects. Olivia Hickey from our Hearst sister station, KOCO in Oklahoma City, spoke to the homeowner. He caught it all on camera.
Newcastle resident Arthur Jones nearly fell victim to a home invasion just before 4 a.m. Thursday morning.
I was just there holding my door, and where they couldn't be able to get in, but I had to hold my door with force to keep from them trying to break in my house.
You can still see that damage left behind, including chips in the front door paint. When you open the door and try to come inside, you could see cracks in the door frame from where the suspects tried to kick the door in. Some nails are in place as a temporary fix.
Well, yeah, she had brought her one of her friends with her, and I said we're just hanging out watching TV videos. And
Jones and his kids were all at their home on Northwest 5th Street.
Well, hold on. So, dude, you You met this chick, and we don't know the logistics behind this. We don't know how he met her, what time frame, things like that. But I guarantee you, he probably didn't know this chick for years. Okay, let's just keep this honest. So he invited this chick over for, Christmas, whatever. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's just keep this honest. He was probably trying to get fucking lucky and get into some activity with her. Let's just be honest. So she invited another chick, things like that, but the shit went left. My issue is, dude, you invited a chick over to your house and you had your kids there. This is the irresponsible shit that I'm talking about. Some of you men out there are losing your damn minds. This is crazy right here. You invite a chick over that you barely know to your residence, legitimate address, all types of stuff like this, and you got your kids there. So, I mean, I'm trying to figure out, okay, you know what I'm saying? You're going to bust her down in the house with your kids and stuff like that, a chick that you don't know, and I get, some men move different, but they don't justify this shit. Dude, why is you inviting a chick over to your house with your children there? Man, oh man. Are you fucking kidding me? That's a red flag too on his part. Dude, you don't never invite no woman around your children that you ain't vetted properly. That's a dangerous situation. And this is where we at right here. I'm sorry, but I got to put the blame on the dude a little bit too, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. Dude, you invited a chick that you barely knew over to your house, talking about for Christmas, whatever, and you got your kids there. Man, shit, what the fuck is this? This dude, man, all right. We're going to keep going here, man. We're going to keep going. Jesus Christ.
He tells me he invited a woman to celebrate the holiday with him. She brought a +1 and an entourage, waiting for the perfect time to strike.
They were going back and forth in and out my door.
Look at that. You know what I'm saying? She right there. So she showed up. So them chicks showed up with dudes in tow, right behind them. These idiots nowadays don't understand, you know what I'm saying? When they out here trying to do all this treacherous stuff, everybody got cameras everywhere now, even on their homes. This is the reason why we can see these bats right here trying to make these moves. This is crazy on their part too. But it's super stupid that dude invited a chick that he hadn't vetted properly and things like that over to his house. Man, stop. Y'all dudes need to stop being so fucking horny out there. That's ridiculous. That's fucking ridiculous. Man, stop it.
And I was figuring something wasn't right. So I got a ringtone, a ring camera, and they were being on the camera plotting and setting up to be able to break in my door with the entourage she had with her.
Around 3:40 a.m.
Around 3:40 a.m. Listen, look. The old school saying, which is very fucking true, ain't nothing happening good after 12 o'clock. After when the clock hit 12 a.m., ain't nothing good finna go down after that. Either you out there in the streets, you know what I'm saying, running the streets, selling woo to woo, are you pimping, are you doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, look, ain't nothing good happening after 12 o'clock at night. This is 3 a.m. in the morning. Them chicks showed up at 3 a.m. in the morning, talking about some New Year celebration, things like, man, this is crazy here, bro. This is crazy.
That entourage tried to kick the door in. Police say when they arrived, the 4 male burglars were gone. The 2 females were arrested.
So we are asking the public's assistance in identifying them. Some of the subjects were armed.
Asking the public assistance. That means that these chicks ain't talking. Not yet, at least.
Caution, not approach them, and call 911 or the Newcastle Police Department.
Meantime, Jones warns the community to be more responsible about who you invite into your house.
I felt a little violated.
What?
It wasn't why I would wish this on anybody. Every dog has his day. Their day is coming for terrorizing me and my family.
No, your day. Listen, look, dude. Hold on here. Hold on here. As being a man, you need to be responsible. And that's part of the thing that's going on in society and stuff like that. The reason why some of these women out here are like these men and this and that. And you know what I'm saying? At the same time, too, I get it. But at the same time, though, too, you know, we as men, you know, we got to do better. We got to be responsible. This dude got to be about, you know, listen, look, man, I'm 42. And this just recently went down. This ain't been more than a week or so ago that this shit hit the fan right here with this guy. You know what I'm saying? Listen, look, man, this dude got to be about late 50s, early 60s. He's supposed to know better by now than to invite some badass broad that he barely know over to his residence, you know, with his kids there as well. Man, I can't escape the fact that I got to hold him responsible for this bullshit. And see, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not negating the fact that these treacherous ass bitches were sitting out here setting people up, because this is not the first time that them bras have probably set somebody up. I'm not negating that either. But what I'm saying is, though, is men, you got to be more responsible and deal with your horniness and deal with your irresponsible of your not having dick discipline and things like that, that you will allow yourself to invite some chick over to your house for whatever, and you got your children there. What if they had to actually broke through the door? What if they had to actually broke through the goddamn door and went in there? Them two chicks and the three guys. That was an overpowering situation. What you gonna do, bro? You got your children in there, all types of stuff. Man, this is crazy, bro. You men out, man, stop this craziness over here over some pussy. You men out there need to grow up too. And at the same time, though, too, we need to check these treacherous ass broads out here that are setting men up for dangerous, life-threatening situations. Man, all this shit is screwed up. From both sides, all of it is screwed up. From his side and the chicks and the dudes that, you know what I'm saying, was following the chicks. But at the end of the day, though, you know what I'm saying, you know, they was conglomerate together. You know what I'm saying, the chicks and they little boyfriends. Because yeah, they were their boyfriends. Period. I ain't stupid, man. This is wild out here, man. You men need to get y'all shit together and stop being so fucking lustful out here for this young cat and stuff like that, because that's what this is right here. You clearly see him, and you clearly see the chicks that he was trying to, you clearly see the chick that he was trying to invite over. Get your lust together out there, brothers. You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy right here. And you almost got your children deleted because you ain't got no dick discipline. But it is what it is, though. Shout out to all my subscribers. Man, love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line. Man, this is track. Oh, my. Men, fellas. Oh my goodness.